Okay, so let's talk a bit about CORS. And before I jump into CORS, I want us to keep in mind that currently we can use curl to access our API. Okay, now notice we're not using our browser, we're simply using curl. Let's switch over now to the idea of CORS. So the big idea about CORS, and maybe I should give a definition of CORS. So you'll see it like CORS, and it's simply a cross origin request. Okay, of course, we have no idea what origin is, we have no idea what cross is, but we do know what requests are. All right, we have been doing requests throughout our series on API building. All right, so we're issuing requests and we get back responses in JSON. So the big idea is when we want to access our API using a web browser, this is where CORS comes into play. And specifically when we're using JavaScript, because remember, JavaScript is the programming language that is able to run in our browsers. Okay, so let's begin with the idea of same origin. Okay, so our web browsers, either Firefox or Chrome, they implement a same origin policy. Okay, and so what this means is we can happily have requests and responses if the request and response is coming from the same origin. So what do I mean by origin? Well, we need to look at three things: the scheme, the host, and the port. So let's say I have something like this: http :/avocados .com. And then I have another over here, which is https :/avocados I spelled avocados wrong. Avocados.com. So the question becomes, as far as the web browser is concerned, are these two addresses on the same are from the same origin? And the web browser will say, okay, no. Okay, and so why is it a no? Well, because of the scheme. The scheme simply means in this case, the protocol. So this is HTTP and this is HTTPS. So they are different schemes. And so the web browser will say, okay, these are not same origin policy, they are cross origin policy. Okay, so the web browser would block this. Okay, if this one wanted to send a response to this one, the web browser would block it. So let's see what else. Let's look at host. So let's say I do have http :/avocados.com and I have over here http. Great, the schemes match up. / let's say apple or oranges.com. Okay, so the question becomes, are they having the same scheme? Yes, they have the same scheme. They're both HTTP, but are they the same? No, they're not. Okay, the host is different. Okay, or if I decided to have www avocados.com, well, the hosts are still different, right? We explicitly have www. We don't have that here. So as far as the web browser is concerned, the hosts are different, and so this is not a same origin, right? They're different origins. They're cross origin. Now finally, let's look at the port. So if I have http colon / avocados .com, and over here I have http colon / avocados.com. Great, they look good. But then this one has a port of, let's say, 4000. Okay. Well, then as far as the browser is concerned, so let's say this is by default, it's what, port 80. All right. So let me make it explicit. Let's say port 80. Maybe port 880. And so the web browser will look and say, okay, same scheme, check. Same host, check. And same port, no. So they are not from the same origin. And so this would be rejected. All right. And that's what we mean by the origin. So the web browser implements this same origin policy where it will allow a response to reach the web application if they're from the same origin. If they're from different origins, then the response will be blocked. All right, so that's all we need to know about the idea of cross origin and same origin, and the fact that the web browser, your web browsers, implement this same origin policy. Again, this is specific to web browsers. Okay, if you want to access your API using curl, we can do that easily. When we want to maybe create a front end and then write JavaScript to access the API, then that's where our CORS comes in. So to illustrate this, in the next video, I will write a simple application, and I will embed some JavaScript, and then I will show you how trying to get a response from our API will be blocked. Okay, so I'll see you in that video.